Hey y'all, this is Peter Palmiotti of Making Comics and Art, and welcome to the April update edition. I'm just going to be really quick, and we shall see what we shall see. So Copper Star has started, at least I got the first page of pencils, and be diving into more of that in May, and I got thumbnails to do on that. Smokes the Fox. I got the first 3 pages. Get another 2, and possibly that is all Justin needs to start setting up the crowdfunder for that. Designated. The second issue was launched, and we got a whole 4 people who pledged to it. I think in 20 days. So in 20 days, we got 10% funded. Not too confident that that's going to go anywhere, but we shall see. And I'm going to get back to penciling Icebox. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. I got to work on the story first. But if you didn't already see this, this was Les 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 Linden Gardner penciled this, and I inked it. It's a H.P. Lovecraft Chichula, how you say that? Inspired horror pinup, which I inked it over red line, not blue line, because red line is what I do. Yeah, it's not really picking up the color in the video, but it's there. Anyway, if you want to purchase my inks, just message me. This is something I was hoping to get to, didn't get to. I had a buyer for this, and they pulled out, so I refunded them the money they, partial money they sent me. So once I do ink this, I'll have this available for sale as well. And then I'm going to be making this one into a print. The reason why I didn't use the inks I did on the first piece is because it was done on very, very crappy paper, and I use Canson comic art board. Can you see that? It's a little. If I do that, there you go. Comic book art board, Canson. And this is quality paper, and I'm gonna do hopefully a slightly better inks on this version, and that will be definitely worthwhile purchasing. And this is the last page of Retro, issue 1. And I figured it was about time for me to get back to work on this. So I did a little work on the buildings, more to do. And then the figures, of course. All those buildings back there and whatnot. And I'll tighten up some of the inks already. Yeah, I think I used a couple different inks on this. Now I'm using Black Star, and it's much better ink, and it doesn't bleed as bad. So yeah, there's that. Then this is my setup for various things. So I got a new set of pens. I'll get to that in a second. But this was one of the things. It's wrapping what I used to get repeateraphs. This is from my old set. This is a 0.7, so just thicker than my new set. So here's my new set. So I got, let's see. Got a number 2, number 3, and number 5. And these are called isograph. I think the way it's set up in the point, it's a little less likely to get the ink clogged. But so far so good. I've been using them a little bit recently. I will use them more, and we'll see how that goes. Now I got a new Winsor Newton. Winsor Newton is not the brand I want to buy, but unfortunately Raphael's are not available in the U.S. at the moment, or for a long time. Anyway, this is a number 4. Usually I use a number 3. So this was meant to fill in blacks, but I'm using it because it's okay at the time. Of course, I use a quill when it's in front. And it's just a marker. Actually, I was using the marker before I got shipped the pens. So I'm not really using that. And this pen, just keeping track of all the projects and whatnot. So one of the things that's going to be changing is I picked up this so that I can use my printer, which you can't see. It's over on the up against the wall. So I can use my printer without doing it via the Wi-Fi. The reason for that is I'm getting rid of my internet. And yeah, hopefully that won't destroy me or make me go insane. You know, I keep track of people's videos and watch a lot of movies and shows online. Well, that's going to go away. You know, I might download some YouTube videos so I can watch them at home. There's a library, but it's not next door. It's a little ways away, but I'll go there maybe a couple of times a week. And I got probably 4 months worth of work between all my projects. Nothing is a super rush, at least at the moment. So without internet at home, I could still, you know, receive files, print stuff out, and then, you know, send it all in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, I might be doing a lot more reading at home. Maybe I'll reconnect with the library to get some audiobooks. We shall see. We shall see. But the biggest reason for that is that I'm tired of chasing bills. It's just everything's not lining up. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes things are just slow moving. I got a couple of higher paying gigs, but I don't know if they'll show up in May. They might be in June. Meanwhile, you know, the various projects I'm working on just barely cover my expenses, but internet is too high. You know, I pay just over $100. I think it's $111 a month, and if I can do without that for the next 4 months, that would be awesome. Meanwhile, I do have to pay what I owe them, which is like $400. Yeah, I got backed up with that. I was backed up with rent, but at least that's on track now. And I think I mentioned my the pet charge that they're charging me now for Rocket. I finally covered the last of that. That was $350 total. Yeah, and you know, even though I feed some strays, I'm trying to feed the strays less, and there is one cat, kitten. He's a little older than a kitten. He's less than a year old, I would have to guess. I call him Squeaker. He's blind in one eye, but he's playful like a kitten. Um, he has called my place home. And now, technically, I'm not allowed two cats, so I throw him out. I put him outside. You know, so he doesn't stay a day. Sometimes, you know, he stays nights or he stays for a couple hours. But I'm going to have to find a home for him. So I kind of fostering him at the moment. I don't really know anybody who wants a cat right now, in town at least. But he's super awesome. He's he's chaos, but he's kind of cool. Um, so yeah, that's it. You know, like hopefully I won't go insane without internet. You know, I play a lot of interviews and podcasts, and I can't really play movies while I work, but music, um, all that stuff is not going to be available. You know, I have some internet on my phone, but it's limited. Um, yeah, but we'll see how that all goes. I guess I could download a couple of videos of YouTube videos that have the best of music from the 80s, 90s, whatever. Uh, Something to keep me a little sane for a couple hours a day. All right, well, that's it. Got a lot planned for May. It's kind of sort of getting warmer here. Kind of sort of getting towards summer months. You know, July, August are horrible. Um, so hopefully I can get a good chunk done this month coming up, so that I'm not sweating it as much over the summer. Um, but you know, if I didn't already mention, which I didn't, I'm looking to get retro done fall or the end of the year. Uh, you know, fulfilled to the initial pledgers. Finally get that bagged and done, as well as a bunch of other books. But you know, um, if I'm scraping by, it's I'm scraping by. You know, if uh, if designated issue 2 would have been a hit, I could have made some decent money out of that. But unfortunately, like I said, it only sold four books in 20 days. I don't expect much more out of that. Not my problem, not my focus. I just got to move on, and do what I can do. There's always a possibility of other new projects coming my way. You know, I did put my hat in for something, but I think the artist who was looking for inker, I think he already has a batch of inkers. So, oh well. But I'll talk to you again, you know, next in a month. Hopefully have some better news. But things are progressing. You know, I had real issues with my tools, and you know, those are improved. We'll see how this cable works for my printer. Um, and we'll at least have everything functioning around here. All right, talk to you again, and hope you're doing well, making comics and all. Take care, and peace.